Hola a todos, bienvenidos de vuelta a InglishOn. Hoy vamos a sumergirnos en el inglés que usas cada día. Este es un episodio fundamental.
Hablaremos de tu daily routine, desde el momento en que te levantas hasta que te acuestas. Usaremos los verbos y frases clave. Esto es inglés real y práctico para principiantes.
La rutina diaria es la base del present simple, el tiempo verbal más importante. Dominarla te ayudará a construir frases sin esfuerzo y a hablar con fluidez.
Al final de este episodio, no solo sabrás describir tu día, sino que usarás verbos y frases clave, preposiciones de tiempo y conectores de secuencia como un verdadero nativo. Empecemos con la lección.
Welcome to the lesson. In this episode, we will focus on 3 major elements.
The main verbs you need to talk about your day, like wake up, and the crucial difference between that and get up.
Essential time prepositions, at, on, and in. Mastering these will prevent common errors.
How to use sequence words. First, then, after that, and finally. These make your story flow.
Let's start with a full conversation role play. Listen carefully and notice how we use the vocabulary. So, B, let's start simple. What time do you usually wake up during the week?
I usually wake up at 7 o'clock on weekdays. That's my typical time. My alarm is set for 7 sharp. What about you, A? Do you wake up much earlier or later than that?
I am an early bird, B. I wake up at 6:30 in the morning. I like the quiet time before the city starts moving. But remember, waking up is not the same as getting up, right?
Exactly. That's our first key lesson for the listeners. To wake up is simply when you open your eyes and your brain turns on. To get up is when you physically leave the bed. So, A, when do you actually get up?
I get up at 6:45, exactly 15 minutes after I wake up. I need those few minutes to mentally prepare. I usually check my phone for a few minutes while still in bed.
That makes perfect sense. I get up at 7:15. I'm slow in the mornings and I love my bed. So, what's the very first thing you do after you get up?
First, I make the bed. I read somewhere that it helps me feel productive for the rest of the day. Then, I go directly to the kitchen to grab a glass of water.
I see. My routine is different. First, I go directly to the bathroom to brush my teeth and wash my face. I need to feel fresh immediately.
And after that, do you rush for your coffee right away?
Not quite, no. After that, I do a quick 5-minute stretch or light yoga. It helps my back and wakes up my body. Then I get dressed. After I get dressed, I go for breakfast.
So, let's talk breakfast. What do you usually have for breakfast? Tell us all the details.
I usually have scrambled eggs and toast. It's a filling and healthy breakfast. I always drink a large cup of coffee with my breakfast. Sometimes I add a little cinnamon. What do you eat, A?
I always have the same thing. I am very routine. Cereal with milk and a piece of fruit, like a banana or an apple. I drink a cup of tea, not coffee. I rarely drink coffee, to be honest.
So, after breakfast, is it immediately time for work?
Yes, I start work at 8:30 in the morning. I work from home, so my commute is easy. I just walk to my office, which takes about 30 seconds.
That's amazing. My day is a little more complicated. After breakfast, I have a long commute to the office. I leave home at 8 o'clock sharp.
How long is your commute, and what do you do during that time?
It takes me 45 minutes to get to work. I listen to a new English learning podcast on the bus, sometimes InglishOn. I start work exactly at 9 o'clock when I arrive at the office.
And when do you take your lunch break? I usually have my lunch break at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I eat a sandwich or a salad that I prepare the night before. I try to chill out for 30 minutes and not look at my computer.
That's a good, disciplined routine. I take my lunch break later, at 2 o'clock. I often watch a short video while I eat, maybe a 10-minute video.
When do you finish work in the evening? I finish work at 5:30 p.m. Then I go for a quick workout at the gym near my house.
Wait, you work out every day? That sounds intense.
Not every day, but 4 times a week, usually on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. That's my rhythm. I try to keep it consistent.
That's impressive. I don't work out in the evening. I finish work at 6 p.m. Then I have my commute back home. I get home at 6:45 in the evening.
So, tell me about your evening routine. What do you do immediately after you get home?
First, I quickly prepare dinner. I usually cook something easy, like pasta or chicken. After dinner, I spend time with my family or watch some TV. We try to chill out and talk about our day before going to bed.
Do you watch TV before or after dinner, or both?
We always watch TV after dinner. What time do you usually eat dinner?
I eat dinner early, around 7 o'clock. After dinner, I read a physical book for an hour, or sometimes I practice my Spanish.
That sounds incredibly relaxing. When do you finally go to bed?
I go to bed at 10:30 p.m. I always try to be asleep by 11 because I need that 6:30 wake-up time.
I'm a bit of a night owl, I admit. I go to bed around 11:30, sometimes midnight on Fridays.
Okay, listeners, let's pause our conversation and practice the most important verbs and time markers. This is the key to mastering your daily routine. Repeat after us.
Let's focus on those essential time prepositions. At, on, in. Say it slowly and repeat after us.
We use at for specific times. Listen and repeat.
At 7 o'clock.
At 6:30.
At 5 p.m.
At midnight. We use on for days of the week.
On Mondays.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays.
On the weekend.
And we use in for parts of the day, except for the word night.
In the morning.
In the afternoon.
In the evening.
Now, let's practice the phrasal verbs we used. These are the natural verbs. Repeat after us.
To wake up.
To wake up.
To get up.
To get up.
To commute.
To commute.
To work out.
To work out.
To chill out.
To chill out.
To go to bed.
To go to bed.
Remember those verbs. They are essential to sound natural. Now, let's quickly recap our sequence words. Use these to connect your sentences.
First, I make the bed.
Then, I brush my teeth.
After that, I grab a coffee.
Finally, I start work.
So, B, if you had to change one thing in your entire daily routine, what would be the absolute first thing you would change?
Let me think. I would definitely change my commute. 45 minutes is simply too long. I wish I could work from home like you.
It is nice, but sometimes I miss seeing people. My one change would be to eat dinner an hour later.
I see your point. Now it's the listener's turn. This is your challenge.
Write your morning routine in English in the comments below, using the verbs and time markers we taught you.
Start with this sentence. First, I wake up at, and describe 3 things you do before you start work.
Ha sido un placer. Si te gustó esta lección de daily routine, no olvides suscribirte a InglishOn.
Dale like a este episodio y compártelo con un amigo que quiera aprender a hablar de su día y a usar las preposiciones correctamente.
Practicar es la clave. Nos vemos la próxima semana.
Keep your English on. Ciao!